that most of your applications are just going to build out a workforce database.
Oh, they put this out there because they legally have to, but they've already decided to hire the person in-house for... Okay, yeah.
Now, whatever the specific reason, the results are the same. Less people end up working. But aside from settling some beef between entitled Zoomers and some out-of-touch boomers, this data all reveals something more concerning about work in the current economy. It's not that people don't want to work anymore. They simply can't afford to.
It's not even that. It's that people are disconnected from the fruits of their labor. Like, you're just working at the Amazon fulfillment center, putting things in boxes for 20 years, and nobody gives a fuck about you until you get replaced by a robot. Like, of course people don't want to do that. And I think also the internet has provided people with a false sense of thinking that... You know how people always say that, like, oh, well, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs dropped out of college? Yeah, they did. They dropped out of Harvard because their business was doing so well. You can't apply this to you dropping out of community college or your local state university because you don't want to take the math class again for the third time. So you have a lot of people that are trying to compete on like on an international level on the internet, and they're not willing to put in the work for it. They're not willing to be creative. A lot of people don't understand how to make money. Fundamentally, making money is finding a need and then solving the problem and then getting people to pay you to solve that problem for them, right? That's basically what almost all ways of making money are. So people don't really understand that. And because of that, they try to go on the internet and make money, and they can't do it. People that you really see succeed in anything are almost always the people that are working at it constantly. A lot of people think being self-employed is like a... you know, it's like a free blank check to just, oh, well, I can just work whenever I want. But if you do that, you're not going to be self-employed for very long.
So it's time to learn how money works. There are millions of people out there that think nobody wants to work because they couldn't hire someone with 20 years of experience on a programming language that has only been out for 5 years for $15 an hour.
Yeah.
There are also people who don't want to work because they think unless they are offered 6 figures in their first roll out of high school, it's not worth their time.
Yep.
And they would be better off sitting at home working on their NFT dropshipping business.
Maybe they would be. Maybe they would be. The thing is, like, I never shit on anybody who's trying to hustle and make money. I know that as a kid, I was hustling trying to make money at like 5 years old. And so by the time I was in middle school, like I was already making money like 5 or 6 different ways. My mom would buy me a lot of video games, but I'd also buy a lot of my own video games. That's what I spent all my money on. If you think that you can do something successful as an individual, you should always go for it.
Both of these groups definitely exist in shockingly large numbers. But even though it's really fun to make fun of both sides, it distracts from the much more important reason why labor force participation is getting worse. If you look at labor force participation and exclude the youngest generation of workers and the oldest generation of workers, it's actually approaching all-time highs, which really makes sense when you think about it. It's common for both men and women to work full-time these days, and for most households, it's simply a financial necessity. So yeah, even if people don't want to work anymore, they kind of are stuck doing it anyway. The reason labor force participation has fallen off in general, though, is because the average is being dragged down by a lot of young workers and old workers. The old workers are the easiest to explain. As people started living longer, retirement ages were pushed back, and more of the population began working in non-physical jobs. As a result, a larger share of the population over 55 remained in the workforce. This has started to reverse, though, as self-funded retirement systems and general asset prices have allowed a lot of over 55s to step back from the labor force, especially after COVID, as a lot of people received severance packages and decided that an early retirement was better than going back to the office. Labor force participation from young people just entering the workforce either out of high school or college is also pulling down the average, just for different reasons. More people than ever are getting a college degree, which means they are starting to work later. And fewer people are working part-time jobs while they study because for many, it's simply not worth it given how much debt they are going to be in when they graduate anyway.
Yeah, it's because people don't want to do it. I think that like what's happened also is that people have just kind of given up on thinking that if you work hard, you're going to be successful. And I think it's kind of a toxic mindset to have, but I feel like a lot of people do have it. And because of that, you have nowadays, people just don't give a fuck. They don't care about working hard, and you can't really blame them because for them, there's no amount of work that they're going to be able to do that's going to give them the lifestyle that they want.
This might not also be a
the Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
A girl's gotta know when to disappear.
Minions have
I
spawned.
can't feel anything until they do. Thought you were getting lucky.
A little bit of heaven before the hell.
I know you're hurting, but I can't feel without this.
Things I'm gonna do to you.
Hey there.
Malevolent takeover.
Agony. My two favorite words.
An ally has been slain.
My... something a little... painful. Who does a girl have to kill to start another rumor? Love me.
Are you lonely?
I can help.
Those who seek balance find only.
Shut down.
All my exes are dead.
Come on, touch me. An ally has been slain. executed.
Dying is such a turn
An
off.
enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. You need to relax.
That's it, love. Let your guard down. I can't wait to see your pain face.
A little bit of heaven.
Before the hell. I tasted peace once. It didn't do it for me. Toss away the rest. Let Evelyn take over. You really don't know someone who can sing themselves from me. I can help.
Has been slain.
People
Enemy
have
double
different
kill.
emotions. What am I supposed to do with empathy? So this is pain. Okay, my turn. Things I'm gonna do.
Enemy killing spree. to relax.
It's just so stabbable.
How about a kiss?
Turret has been destroyed.
Okay, my turn. They're all my favorites until they break.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Not yet, honey. Let's play hard to get. I was born of 1,000 screams. What's one more?
Shut down. An ally has been slain. Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
Stay right there, love.
Shock
To
to
fix
you.
the school system, some people are born with less talent points than other people. There are some people that are just stupid. And you're not going to be able to train somebody like that to understand a job that requires a lot of critical thinking. That's it.
It's getting really damn hard to find a job out of college. A few months ago, a post from a professor at Berkeley made the rounds after it spoke about his top students from a top college struggling to find work in technology, an industry that was hiring highly intelligent graduates like this as fast as they could make them just 24 months ago.
I think that also another big component for this too is that if you, like, for those of you guys that are business owners, would you want to hire somebody who came out of a really good university or somebody who's self-taught, self-motivated, and has been coding ever since they were 9 years old. Here's really what the point is. The point is that going to university, what you learn in a lot of cases is probably not as, like a lot of what I learned, let's say 10 years ago, or even like, 5 years after I graduated, that stuff didn't have any relevance anymore. It wasn't important. So you have people that in a lot of cases, and this is especially true with like business school, where a lot of classes in business school, especially undergraduate classes, are a complete waste of time. They basically created terminology to fill up the space of a class time. The lack of quality of universities to like deliver quality candidates is a big issue. And I think the reason why it happens, especially with tech, it's because the field moves so fast that what you learned in freshman year probably isn't relevant by the time you graduate. That's the truth.
It might not be the most logical thing to do, but a common reaction from people who can't land a job with a degree they got to make them more employable is to just go get another degree.
My friend did, yeah. He had over $100,000 in debt by the time that he finished. Now, like nowadays, like he's working, I think he's up in like Chicago, something like that. And he's had a kid recently. He's probably making like $250,000 a year now, right? Like he's fine. But man, there's a lot of people that don't have that.
Masters and PhD recipients has grown even faster than people getting an undergraduate degree, because that's now normal to stand out in a highly competitive job market. And to be honest, it's a nice way for people to avoid the reality of the job market for another few years.
They think that they're going to wait it out and then the economy will be better in 4 years.
Get advanced degree means people aren't in the labor force, which pulls down the average to look worse. Finance and tech have become one of the last escape ropes for people to make a deal with the devil to get out of these areas with little to no opportunities.
Here's the truth, is that if you're getting into a field because you want to make a lot of money, you probably don't have any intrinsic interest in the field, which means that you're probably not going to be very good at what you're doing, which means that you're going to get beat out by people that do have intrinsic interest in it, and they're going to beat the shit out of you.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to keep on learning how money works.
I actually think that what's going to end up happening is that there are going to be so many jobs that become automated that you're no longer going to be able to expect to have a job. And when that happens, then you're going to see more conversations about universal basic income. We are speed running into neo-feudalism. And I think it's already started to happen now, but it will become more apparent in the future.
唐氏投保强。
大家好，欢迎来到文昭谈古论今。在星期三那期节目当中，我们刚刚聊了中国男影星于朦胧坠楼案，时间刚过了2天，就进入了内幕大喷发的高潮。但是今天呢，我想改变一下过往的节目风格，我想把自己的感想放在前面啊。一般呢，我们是把对事件的介绍、事实部分放在前面，今天就改一下。那是由于过去2天观众们的反馈啊，大大超出了我的预料，也让我这2天受到了很多教育，所以有很多感触。许许多多观众在留言当中表达了对于朦胧之死的悲愤啊，以及对真相的渴求、对不公的控诉。那这种情绪，这种声音只有在3年之前的铁链女事件当中我才看到过，而今天在于朦胧身上重现了，确实让我感到比较意外啊！我一开始呢也以为这就是中国一个影艺界人士的意外之死嘛啊，好像中国人一般不会对娱乐圈人士寄予太多的同情，但这次就偏偏不是这样。在9月份啊，有2个30岁出头的年轻人被人所害，他们的死都激起了舆论的风暴，也极大地改变了舆论场的生态。一个在美国就是查理·科克，另一个在中国就是于朦胧。查理·科克是1993年生人，离世的时候还不满32岁。于朦胧是1988年生人，去世的时候才满过37岁。他们俩大体算是同龄人。这2个人的背景和所从事的领域没有任何交集啊，除了他们都是公众人物之外，没有任何交集。查理·科克在生前已经是个充满争议的人物，而于朦胧是偶像派男星，偶像嘛，他这个身份就要求他回避争议。可以说，在离世前的1分钟，这2个人的道路都是南辕北辙，但是他们的离世却带来了相近的后果，就是极大地改变了舆论场。查理·科克的死让美国社会对政治暴力燃起了同仇敌忾，也极大地改变了人们对一些僵化概念的认识，比如什么叫做法西斯啊，什么叫做极端观点啊。以前这些标签是贴在一个特定人群身上的，而现在这个印象有了很大的反转。而于朦胧的死呢，则是唤醒了许许多多中国人压抑已久的义愤之心。 有好些网友在我的评论区里面说啊，这些天他在小红书上被删了很多字帖，有的还被封了号。他原本对于朦胧也不是太了解，就是路过，但是就气不过，就是要为于朦胧讨个公道。看到啊这么一个阳光大男孩被害了，他和他的母亲都这么可怜，实在是气不过。我们以前输了这么多次，难道这回就不能赢一回吗？很多朋友在表达这样的观点。其实上一期节目当中，我有2处是说口误了。于朦胧的出道是在2013年，我说成2003年了。还有最早的爆料当中是传出了一份导致于朦胧之死的那个酒局6人名单，其中有1个人是演员高泰宇，但是我说成方泰宇了，因为有另外1个人是制片人方丽，所以我一顺嘴就说成方泰宇了。那么以前碰到这种情况，肯定第一时间在评论区立刻就会有眼尖的观众给我指出来。不要怀疑，只要你的视频播放量超过10万，任何一个细小的错误都会被观众给挑出来的。但是这一次完全没有，在评论区所有的人都是在呼吁真相，以及呼吁要严惩加害于朦胧的人。这个情况我作为一个有100万以上订阅的播主，还是第一次碰到我的错误完全被观众给放过了，还是第一次。由于我这个节目是当天初稿当天剪出来播放，所以经常会犯一些错误也感谢大家这么长时间以来的包涵。但确实呢，播报一件事情的底线是基本事实不能够出错不能够因为这一回大家不在意就把这个标准放松了，所以发现了错误还是要及时更正的。不管是查理·科克还是于朦胧很不好意思，就是在他们出事之前，其实我对他们了解都不多。我的观众主体是中国大陆以外的华人观众。出事以前，我对查理·科克的了解只是来自于零星他在媒体上的访谈，以及零星 X 上转载的一些他的辩论片段。对于于朦胧的了解，之前就更加是零。都是为了准备节目，我才去深入了解这2个人。但是就是在这个过程当中，我对这2位的印象有了很大的改观，相信很多朋友也是这样。之前网上有很多关于查理·科克的传闻，说他这样观点那样观点非常极端。我去查证这些传闻的出处，发现大部分这样的说法不是断章取义，就是张冠李戴，要不然就是脱离了当时的语境。比如传闻当中说查理·科克不赞成同理心 empathy 也被翻译成共情，但实际上他在那段讲话当中是在说他对 empathy共情和 sympathy 同情这2个概念的理解，他更偏好 sympathy 这个词。结果呢，就被人解释出他不赞成共情了为了做节目，我在查找消息源头的过程中，让我更多的了解了查理，反而让我升起了更多对他的敬意。他面对的是一群非常有敌意的人，还不是1、2个，而是一大群人。他深入对手的大本营，面对的对手呢是有绝对优势的群众意见的，而查理他的武器只有他的才华、勇气和逻辑。所以在我研究查理这个人的时候我头脑当中浮现的却是另外一个人的景象。是谁呢？就是敢于单枪匹马冲入100万军中的赵云。三国演义当中罗贯中有这么一首诗，说的是血染征袍透甲红，当阳水敢与争锋，古来冲阵扶为主，只有常山赵子龙而查理·科克也有和赵云非常类似的勇气，也是血染征袍，但最后大丈夫是死得其所。查理·科克生前的言论每被追溯一遍，就让人们的头脑中对他的价值理解更加清晰一分，他就一天天高大起来，而那些加害他的人、咒骂他的人就一天天渺小下去。前面之所以引用这句诗“古来冲阵扶为主，只有常山赵子龙”，意思是说，在中国文化当中你看有这种专注和勇气的人，几百年、上千年才出了赵云一个，也足见心同此理嘛。这样的人物对于美国的珍贵性，查理·科克他的价值是一定会被子孙后代所铭记的。那今天一开头呢，对比9月份2位遇害的中美年轻人顺带呢也是夹带点私货，把上一次谈查理·科克我未尽的内容表达一下。好，书归正传，再回到于朦胧案，完全不像以前的同类案件大家的热情好像维持几天就过去了，到现在事发已经10天了，真相一天不大白，反而人们的关注一天一天的像滚雪球一样的还在增加，为什么呢？这次确实我比较困惑，我也找不到原因，只能说天象变了，人心跟着变，民情也在变。如果说于朦胧他有什么 比较特别的引人心疼之处，那就是于朦胧他是一个温柔善良的大男孩，他很有路人缘。你会发现他是演艺圈里面很少有黑料的人。现在舆论鼎沸啊，如果他有什么黑料，之前有什么不轨的行为，那早就被水军拿出来炒作，说他有这样那样的劣迹啊，是不值得关注的。可是你看，现在事情出了10天，你几乎听不到这样的言论，那说明于朦胧是这个圈子里面少有的清白和善良的一个人。于朦胧所成长的家庭呢，又是单亲家庭，从小和妈妈相依为命。妈妈还摆过地摊儿，这是一个完全没有背景的家庭。同时，他还拒绝过富婆的包养，是一个有底线的人。就是这么一个俊秀开朗、温柔善良、有底线又无权无势的大男孩，现在也被加害，死得不明不白。而从警方到资本方，又有一系列掩盖的动作，那给人是怎样一种感觉呢？在普通人看来，就是任何我们觉得美好的东西都要被你们夺去，而且还要撕碎践踏在脚下去侮辱。老百姓就是这么一种感觉，有非常强的被激怒的效果。从另外一个角度看，于朦胧可以说是一个反向的铁链女，你也可以说她是一个男版的铁链女吧。那么人们对铁链女被摧残如何的愤怒，对于于朦胧被加害也就是同样的愤怒。铁链女被当成商品一样的买卖被殴打、被强暴、被迫生下了8个孩子，被摧残到精神失常，最后像牲畜一样被一根铁链子拴上，那任何有人心有人性的人都是看不过去的。于朦胧是一个全网有2000多万粉丝的明星，在千千万万人眼中看，他似乎应该算是一个人生的赢家了。可是他的结局却同样的悲惨，他也是被一根无形的铁链所拴住，被那个资本还有潜规则各种各样乱七八糟的铁链所拴住，也可以说是变相的被买卖。他也是被强暴，最后死得不明不白，而且真相像铁链女一样被掩盖着。请问这是怎样一个鬼畜的国度啊？公平和正义在哪里呢？希望在哪里呢？我们对这个事情了解的越深，你就越能够理解人们心中那种深沉的黑暗，那种绝望和愤怒。今天我把感想这部分放在开头是因为实在是觉得不吐不快同时观众们也给了我很多教育。同时呢，我也想把查理·科克和于朦胧这2个年轻人放在一起对比，再联系上铁链女，能够让我们对这个案子有更加深入的理解。好，接下来就说星期三出了上一期节目之后，仅仅2天，如何又进入了一个内幕大喷发的节奏。在我星期三做那期节目的时候，已经有一个新版本的爆料流出，说9月10号导致于朦胧坠楼的那个酒局是发生在北京市朝阳区阳光上东小区的一座公寓楼的顶层豪华复式公寓里，参加酒局的人一共有17个，而不是最早所说的6个，喝掉了10瓶高度数的洋酒。而最早的爆料呢，是说坠楼发现在5层，不是顶层公寓，而且参加酒局的名单说是6个人。那这样看起来，新爆料和老爆料似乎讲的是不同的故事。那么在那之后就有更多的解释出来，似乎可以弥补上这种裂痕，说其实案发是有2个现场。第一个现场呢，是在那个顶层豪华公寓，在场的是17个人。这个酒会是从8点15分持续到了凌晨2点40分左右，然后就转场了，就转到了第5层的公寓当中，也就是于朦胧后来坠楼的那层公寓，它是第2现场。为什么转场的呢？那是由于凌晨的时候有一位非常有来头的神秘大佬现身了。在新爆料当中说，电梯监控拍到了凌晨1点多钟，于朦胧已经喝得人事不省了，被2个人扶进了电梯，就是发生在转场的途中。在老的爆料当中说，于朦胧喝大了2点多钟的时候进了卧室睡觉，锁上了房门。而新爆料当中呢，就是指其实他当时已经被灌醉了，被从顶层带到了5楼的卧室那这个时候好男色的大佬来了，就进了卧室，锁上房门，实施了强暴犯罪就是这么个解释。第一版爆料当中所说的在场的6人名单，指的就是第5层公寓当中的第2现场，人数从一开始的17人缩小到6人，这个更小的圈子。那这么一解释呢，似乎能够填上新老2版爆料之间的鸿沟。除此之外，还出现了许许多多的故事版本，有的说于朦胧是2次被从楼上抛坠，有的说于朦胧在死前受到了非人的殴打和虐待，还有的说他本来患有恐高症，所以故意被人带到顶层去恐吓而且他还发出了撕心裂肺的叫喊，甚至惊动了小区保安和别的住户。还有人说于朦胧搜集了某人洗钱的罪证，存在了 U 盘上，所以他其实是被诱骗到酒局上去的，是为了逼他交出罪证。 于朦胧吞下了 U 盘，结果就被严重的殴打，又被打掉了门牙啊，又被在地上拖，又被使劲踹等等。那这些新版本的故事，有的可以彼此兼容，有的就不能兼容。比如最后一个版本的故事，它其实讲的是一个为了掩盖洗钱罪证、杀人灭口的故事，就脱离了原先那个从陪酒到性侵的故事脉络了。随着时间的推移，相信大家还会看到更多不同版本的故事浮现。那我这儿呢，仍然坚持从第一版爆料出发的原则。最早出来的消息可信度最高啊，那是由于它没有考虑到和观众互动啊，没有考虑迎合观众猜测这种因素，它的设计感比较弱。只要它其中有一部分消息被印证为真实的，那么剩下的部分可信度也就比较高。从铁链女到释永信爆料都遵循这样一个思路，都是早先出来的消息是比较真实的。我认为于朦胧案大概是一段从娱乐圈潜规则陪酒到男童性侵再到凶杀的案情。这个事儿它是跨了娱乐圈和娱乐圈背后的靠山这双层内幕。关于网上流传出来的于朦胧的音频，相信很多朋友听过了。我之前对于朦胧并不了解，所以不能确定这个声音是不是他的。是于朦胧影迷的朋友可以鉴定一下啊。咱们假定是他的声音，但是他喊叫的内容似乎和环境很不搭。有什么我等到我儿子了就不用再受尽委屈这种话。据我们所知，于朦胧都还没结婚呢，哪来的儿子呢？又怎么还会有等到了儿子不再受尽委屈这种喊叫的内容呢？所以我的推测啊，于朦胧是演员，这些话呢应该是从他以前主演过的电影电视当中剪出来的台词，再混剪以后的音频。那在现在这种真真假假内幕大喷发的时刻，我们能确定什么呢？我们目前可以确定的事实是，不是一直没有出警情通报吗？更加没有调查组出来还人民一个交代。那么留白它就是一种语言，该做的事情拖着不做，在舆论的压力下都还不做，那也就说明这个事儿是有内幕的，是有猫腻的。这符合我们对中国社会的基本推理模式。对比铁链女案，于朦胧案显然还有更深更大的内幕和权力干预，因为他目前受到的压力已经超过了当年铁链女案受到的压力了。现在啊，当局只有一个字，那就是删。有朋友在我的评论区反馈，小红书、抖音和微博在按照一致的标准操作，甚至连于朦胧的名字都打不出来。那内幕的大喷发，它其实就是对这种真相压制的反抗。大喷发时刻，它当然避免不了各种各样的猜测和虚构，但是呢，它就有反抗压迫的这样一种意义在。咱就先不管传闻的内容真不真实，大家拿到消息第一反应就是先发出去，否则任何追问真相的机会都没有了。至于大喷发过程中的推测和虚构，是在填补信息市场真空的时候，它必然会出现的结果。人们渴求真相，到处在找真相，得不到任何回应，那么创作甚至虚构就必然会填补上。虚构归虚构啊，我这说虚构，有的朋友也别不高兴，我并不是要批评虚构，因为真相的残酷性往往还超过了虚构呢。在某些圈子里，那个残忍和糜烂的程度，很多优秀作家的想象力都是追不上的。比如在20年前，恐怕当时最有想象力的人，对中共怀有最大恶意推测的人，都很难相信活摘器官这种事情大范围的存在。现在这基本是一个真相吧，大家都知道活摘器官是广泛存在的。还有，在1958年至1962年大饥荒期间，到底中国人口非正常减少了多少？目前啊，最敢说的学者也只敢说4000多万。但是原公安部官员燕乐斌根据他的回忆说，公安系统自己有个调查，得出的结果是多少呢？从1958年到1962年，中国人口非正常减少了9600万人。公安是掌握着户籍资料，按理说他的数据是最准确的。可是你是不是也震惊到不敢相信这个数字9600万呢？咱们这里分析于朦胧案，会指出一些情节是虚构的，但是我并不批评虚构，因为你很可能还虚构的不够严重呢。与惊悚的传闻相对冲，也有一些去政治化的传闻啊，比如有消息说9月10号参加酒局的那些人都已经被警方调查了，他们现在正在集资呢，干嘛呢？给于朦胧的妈妈赔钱，暗示这就是一场不当行为导致的悲剧，不要想多了。参加酒会的人也没啥特殊的背景，否则他们怎么还需要凑份子呢？但是事发到现在已过10天，警方没有出警情通报，各大平台又按照一致标准在严格删帖，这个行为本身就说明了有不可告人的东西嘛，那么它被政治化也就不可避免了。其实现在也就是一个斗争啊，当局希望这个事情拖下去不了了之，我们遗忘， 而我们要做的就是拒绝遗忘。估计现在网管部门巴不得大家都去关注罗永浩跑到日本去这个事儿啊，就去关注罗永浩和西贝老板贾国龙之间的那个什么大战，到底谁是谁非，大家都去讨论预制菜。也确实呢，这么些天来，我对网民们对于朦胧之死真相的坚守和执着感到意外。那网管部门估计就更意外了，他不就是个不大不小的星吗？没有想到会这样。比如刚刚就出了一件很有意思的事情，有大批网民跑到北京文旅局的网站评论区留言，就各种阴阳，各种暗示于朦胧案。最高峰的时候，留言达到了多少？60万条。那这股浪潮是所有人都没有想到的。那我希望呢，是咱们这股劲头能够保持下去。我这个频道早几年曾经几次引用晚清的杨乃武与小白菜案这个故事。主要目的呢是对比古今政治的清明程度，不是有不少人拿今天对比晚清吗？我的意思就是想说，您太糟蹋晚清了。晚清社会的政治清明程度、社会公正程度，还有政治人物的道德水准，那比今天是高太多了。咱们今天再讲一遍杨乃武与小白菜的故事有的朋友别说你听过了，保证你今天听会有不一样的感觉。浙江余杭县举人杨乃武和毕秀姑这两个人呢是青梅竹马。后来呢，他们就被诬陷通奸，合谋杀害了毕秀姑的丈夫葛品莲毕秀姑她的名字还有一种说法是毕生姑小白菜是她的外号。于是两个人就被屈打成招，被判了死罪。那接下来呢，杨乃武的姐姐杨菊珍就开始了为弟弟的鸣冤上访过程。这个时候有非常非常重要的一个角色介入了，就是上海的《申报》，他追踪报道了杨乃武案的过程，甚至把杨家第二次上访的申诉状全文都刊发了，天下震动请大家注意《申报》它是在上海公共租界办的一份中文报纸，虽然是中文报纸，但是清政府无权审查。所以租界治外法权这些名词你听起来是什么感觉今天很多人一听是一种屈辱的感觉帝国主义侵略我们你看在我们的土地上执行他们的法律这个实在是太屈辱了。但是你要知道，如果没有公共租界，那就没有中国新闻自由最早的庇护所，没有租界就没有中国最早的独立报纸，也就没有舆论监督，当然也就没有杨乃武和小白菜后来的沉冤昭雪。杨乃武是浙江余杭人，《申报》的报道呢，就在浙江省的知识界和在京的浙江籍官员之间引起了高度震动。但是这里有一个背景还得介绍一下，就是清朝采取的是异地为官制，又叫避籍制，就是一个地方的官员他不能够由本地人来担任。所以主审杨乃武这个案子的余杭县知县刘希同，他并不是浙江人，是直隶省天津府人。浙江省的巡抚杨昌俊相当于浙江省省长，他是湖南人，出身于湘军。所以浙江籍官员虽然都很关心这个事儿，但是直接帮不上忙。这个事情经过申报曝光以后，首先是浙江省的那个著名商人红顶商人胡雪岩给杨家出资让他们打官司，又介绍关系让他们去北京，再由浙江籍的京官把杨家的申诉状一层一层往上递，最后直接递到了慈禧太后手里面。大约是这么一个过程，但民间传说的细节更加丰富，说有官员帮忙安排杨菊珍去拦醇亲王的轿子。这里的醇亲王指的是老醇王，是同治皇帝的叔父，还有第二代醇亲王是宣统皇帝的亲生父亲载沣。之所以去拦老醇王的轿子呢，是由于醇亲王和慈禧太后的关系非常近，能够直接说得上话。那是由于他太太老醇王福晋就是慈禧太后的亲妹妹，所以两家经常走动。醇亲王家族是清朝末年最有权势的一个亲王家族。话说老醇王看了杨菊珍的状子之后很受触动，当天晚上就给杨菊珍回了一张字条，上面只有5个字：大清有青天。第二天早上一清早醇亲王就进宫，就把状子递给了慈禧太后。慈禧太后看了之后也很受震动，就颁下懿旨，立刻把杨乃武和小白菜2个人解送到京，由刑部大理寺和督察院3堂会审。结果一上堂，杨乃武和毕秀姑当庭翻供，说自己之前的供词是刑讯逼供，违心写下的于是案情大反转。但是离沉冤昭雪还有一步，就是要开棺验尸，检查毕秀姑的丈夫葛品莲是不是中毒而死的。在开棺那一天，余杭县万人空巷，都去围观。在中国的第一批外国记者也全都赶到现场做报道。最早的一篇报道是法国记者发出来的，也是他拍下了杨乃武和小白菜流传至今的唯一一张照片。 当验尸官向大众宣布无毒的时候啊，万众欢腾啊，欢声雷动。见证正义那一刻的时候，所有人都是真心的激动啊，那就像一家人一样，是发自内心的兴奋。于是到这一步，证词和物证全面反转，冤案就坐实了。那么参与炮制这场冤案的一系列官员都受到了惩处。那接下来问题来了，杨乃武和小白菜如果要发表获释感言，请问他们要感谢谁呢？首先，他们要感谢万恶的帝国主义。如果不是有他们那个侵略中国画了一块租界出来，就不会有独立的新闻媒体，那么后面所有的事都说不上了啊。其次呢，当然要感谢体制内的健康势力，有红顶商人胡雪岩，有浙江籍的京官，他们的穿针引线是必不可少的。最后不得不虽然很多人不太情愿，但是不得不要承认，顶层的政治人物有道德底线，醇亲王有血气有担当，慈禧太后也是有是非有底线。而且我们看当时的民情民众普遍是有正义感的，不是那么冷血麻木的。对于不公和冤屈，大家是发自内心的同情的。所以开棺验毒的那一天，是百工歇业，商店关门，万人空巷的围观嘛。现在在于朦胧这个事情上，大家看，不管平台怎么删，群众的关注就是压制不住。我眼前于是又浮现了像当年杨乃武与小白菜案万众空巷的那一幕。渐渐的也有一些有影响力的人出来发声了，所以可喜的一幕是人心在回暖，良知在复苏，曾经的中国人似乎又回来了。现在是内幕大喷发的时刻，希望要不了多久就会进入真相大喷发的季节。那么好，今天这个话题咱们就聊到这儿。在文昭谈古论今这个频道，下次再见就是下个星期一了。谢谢大家，祝大家周末愉快。
世界黄金协会准备搞一种数字化的黄金产品。9月3号，《金融时报》曾经有一个报道就是报道世界黄金协会在设计一种叫集合黄金权益的产品，号称是数字黄金。据说是一种推动全球黄金市场现代化的一种新框架，它的目标是准备撬动高达9万亿美元的黄金抵押市场。那么这个集合黄金权益究竟是个什么玩意儿呢？它基本思路是什么呢？其实它首先面对是伦敦市场，伦敦黄金我们知道叫实物黄金市场。那么在伦敦黄金市场上有两种账户，一种叫分配账户，也就是说客户直接拥有指定的金条，号码跟你所拥有的这个所谓的收据是一一对应的，这叫童叟无欺，如假包换，这叫分配账户。比如说有些国家的央行储备、黄金储备存在那里，那就是一一对应的。还有一种呢叫未分配账户，就是客户并不真正拥有具体的金条，你拥有的只是托管人的一种承诺。假如托管人破产了，对不起，你这黄金大概率是拿不到的。那么世界黄金协会搞的这个集合黄金权益，准备走第三条道路，就是所有的黄金是单独存放的，在某个独立账户中，然后所有的黄金是共有的，它主要用于金融交易，而且不可以提现。所以在伦敦黄金市场上将会出现3种不同的账户：分配账户、未分配账户，还有黄金的这种集合权益的账户。这是可能在不久的未来会出现这么3种不同的账户。那么如果我们做个形象的比喻因为直接去理解它这个概念还有点绕，我们打个比喻吧。什么叫分配账户？分配账户就好比是你花钱单独买了一套房，房产证上只写你一个人的名字，这叫分配账户。什么叫未分配账户？这就好像你以为你买了一套房，也花了钱，也拿到了房产证，但是对不起，这个房产证一套房子却对应着10个房产证， 假如大家不一起去住，那就不会出事儿。如果来2、3个人一起去住，那就打架了，因为每个人都拿着这个房子的房产证，到底谁真正拥有它，说不清楚。这叫未分配账户，实际上我们所说的黄金挤兑，挤兑的就是这个账户。一女3嫁，一女多嫁，好家伙，那大家都来娶亲怎么办？那么第3种，这个集合黄金权益账户，它是什么意思呢？就是你和很多人共同出钱买了一套房，其中你持有这个房产产权的10%，也就是大家每个人都有几% 的这个产权。换句话说，你永远住不了自己的房子，因为你只有10%产权，但是你可以享受房子升值的收益。所以用这个形象例子，就会让我们对于这3种账户有个非常明确的认识。关键是为什么要搞这个黄金集合权益账户？其实世界黄金协会的主要目的，主要是为了帮助金融机构，特别是银行，把资产负债表上的那些所谓死黄金资产，不能带来收益的那些黄金资产，转变成可以流动起来，并且能够带来收益的活的现金流。举个例子吧，银行可以把自己的黄金或者托管在他那儿的黄金存入伦敦这个 LBMA 的独立的账户，就是这个所谓集合黄金权益账户。然后呢，当然它的具体的做法还没有完全说清楚，但是我们可以这么来推论，它可以用这些黄金作为一个这个资产吧，然后用区块链技术对这些金条进行数字化，就是给每个金条建立一个数字的身份证或者叫户口。那么当然它可以以代币化的形式出现。那么不管是你代币化还是以其他什么样的数字化的办法，它的主要目的是可以进行灵活的转移或者叫支付。假如你是黄金代币，你当然可以跨境支付，不过它这种行为主要还是要用在金融场景之中。你比如说，如果你拥有这10%的某个独立账户中间的黄金集合权益，那么你可以把它作为一个抵押品去进行融资借钱。当然，你也可以把这些黄金作为一种
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh, are you right, Dream? The light is so dim.
Minions have spawned.
Humans forget so much when they awake. human has a little sparkle. Beep. Let's dance above the human snort. Loud. They never say what they really mean. Really mean.
been slain. An enemy has been slain. Triple kill. An ally has been slain.
I can't stop from hiding, from being alone. But maybe, possibly dream someone may be alone with me. Hold my branch with me, dream. I like talking to you, dream. dreams help more than doctors, Greg.
An enemy has been slain.
Nothing cries louder than loneliness.
Has been slain.
I'm just going to go hide forever now. I need to outrun my awkwardness. I'll face anything, but won't look it in the eyes. No one saw that. No one saw that. Are you ready to move?
Turret plating will soon fall.
Every time I hold my branch, I see the tree with my
An ally has been slain.
It's like my roots are in the clouds. The beauty of the world beckons to
Destroyed a turret.
everything's so beautiful when it's real.
spree.
Well met, human. Well left, dreams. Dreams, have you come out to play? When they say goodnight, do you think they mean it? Connections are strong. That's whispering.
Shut down. Shut down. Triple kill. Aced. Your team has destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Not good. Not good.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I'll stay in the forest until I learn to swim first. How can I tiptoe when I don't have toes? Every human has a little sparkle. I'll just burn the bricks. 50 times the charm. What's wrong, Dream? Are you ready to bloom?
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Mother Tree used to have so many flowers. I hope we meet her one night again. talking to you, Dream. Oh, right, Dream. Your light is so dim.
Kill.
租赁啊，市场中有人需要黄金，你可以把这个租赁给他，你可以赚取租赁的费用，或者叫租赁的利息。